This lesson is about factoring quadratics. Our objective is I can factor quadratics. And part one will be about taking a trinomial, three terms, and when the leading coefficient is a 1, we're going to factor it using a certain technique. Now this one, since there's not a number in front of the x squared, it's implied to be a 1. We're going to look for two numbers that multiply together to give me the 18, and they add together to give me the 9. So when I think of that, I'm going to write out my factorization of x and x, and I look for two numbers. Well, I would think of 6 and 3 multiply together give me 18. 6 times 3 is 18, and then 6 plus 3 gives me that 9. So those are the two numbers I'm going to put here in my factorization, x plus 6 and x plus 3. So looking at this problem to try to factor it, same idea. I want two numbers that are going to multiply together to give me the negative 80 and add together to give me the negative 2. So when doing that, I'll set up my factorization with x and x. That gives me x squared. So I think of two numbers. Well, 10 times 8 is 80. If I make one of them negative, I can multiply those two together to get 80 and add to get negative 2. If I make it a negative 10 times 8, that gives me negative 80. And then negative 10 plus 8 gives me the negative 2. So I just put those in my factorization, and that's what factors into that. So the technique is, if you have a quadratic with the leading coefficient equal to 1, look for two numbers that multiply together, give you the last term, add together, give you the middle coefficient, and that will help you with your factorization.